once again, Batang Helmet. So for now, for this vlog, we're going to review one of the poems of Mr. Indrajit Disgupta from his book Borderless Excerpts. So I chose the poem titled Poison Ivy. So I don't know why I said it titled like that. I don't know if it's about plants or it's about comical character in the DC. So for now, let me read to you the poem. Poison Ivy. You are brought up to be mannered, yet bred for the kill. Never too protected, Baron's mama's waffles and real. There's waffles and reels. Horses, tennis, and violin by 6. Athletics, piano, 2 in the mix. Regimented, disciplined, like that old song on bricks. So that's the first stanza. So we have 5 stanzas here, and each stanza has 4 lines. So the second stanza, they soon call your sarcasm and your attitude cavalier. He never cared. Oh, the drugs, they have no fear. There's drugs. The schools are few, your dreamers many. Your first day at Ivy, but at Epiphany. Small dorms rooms, dining hall food, track and field, campus girls in hood. You had your fill early, though not wise. Found divinity in the devil's disguise. You start work with the famous 6-figure, 18 hours, luncheons and dreams bigger. On your 13th, pass out in a drunken bout, trembling on the high-rise ledge, a classic burnout. So for the last line, stated here that the ivy is clingy, yet symbol of eternal life. Your life's worth is much more than a career and stripe. So that's the whole poem titled Poison Ivy. So I have a copy here of my review. So that I will not have a buffering state during this vlog. So for the first stanza, so we all know that there's no comical character on it, nor plants, about plants. So it's just a metaphoric or idiomatic title. That it's more about you, do you think? Or it's about me? It's about all of us? It's more on about a persona. It's about a person. So for the first stanza, okay, my reflection for the first stanza is about how our parents taught us or mold us, hone us to be prepared in the society. So it's more on the how to be civilized, how to behave and act in different situations, to be more well-rounded, and how to be more socially acceptable. So it's more on our parents honing us, molding us to be like this and to be like that. And it's like a preparation for us on how the society will accept us from who we are. So it's more on the idealistic versus realistic point of view. So the idealistic one is more on the point of view of our parents. So it's more on the social, and it's more on Erik Erikson's social development on stages of life of a person. So versus the reality, because our parents are more idealistic. They want us to be like this, like that. They give us this kind of treatment. It's like on the first stanza, it state that bearing mama's waffles and grill. So, and horses, tennis, and violin by 6. It's not just a guitar lesson or a minimal or superficial lesson, but it's a violin. When you said it's violin, it is more on the luxurious or the class A in the society, where you can afford the violin lesson, because it's not the thing that you can easily get or you can easily immerse on. Because if you say violin, it's more on you can afford it. Oh guys, so for the first stanza, it's more on the idealistic point of view of our parents versus the reality aspect of life, or what the world can offer you when you're already in there. So it's so deep realization. I thought it is just a superficial one where there's a DC character, a comical character, but it's not. It's more on life of a person. So let's move on the second stanza. So for the second stanza, the person is, for me, the person is already immersed into the real world. So for example, the persona is a girl, so I will use she and her. So she's now on her own, exploring the world on her own, out of her comfort zone, so out of the protection of her parents. So she can do whatever she wants to do. She can do whatever. She can discover, explore the things she can't when she's on that when she's on her comfort zone. So I would just like to emphasize this line. The schools are few. Oh no. Let me correct on it. The schools are few, the dreamers many. So for me, it's not literally you're enrolling in a school or in an institution that you want to immerse or penetrate on it. It's not about that. It's, for me, it's about many are called, but few are chosen. So where am I right now? So it's how the society will accept you from who and what you are. So it's more on the acceptance. It's more on the hungerness that you want to belong yourself in this kind of society. So this poem is very applicable to the LGBT world. This particular poem, because it's 10 poems on the book Borderless Excerpts, and I chose this Poison Ivy. I think it's number 7 on that book. So anyway, let's move on so it's more on the exclusivity, or exclusivity is the norm. Many are dreamers, but not all are accepted. It's so very applicable nowadays. So for the third stanza, it's a whirlwind circus kind of life, luxurious life. It's obviously more on fame, money, power. So in this stanza, you can say, aha, very epiphany, aha. So this is the life. No, this is the good life. Is this the good life that you want to have? But do you think it's real? I mean, are you really sure? Are you sure that it is real? Whatever happens right now in your life, do you think it's real? It will last? Or it's just a transient event in your life? So for the third stanza, it's more on about, it's stated here, small dorm rooms, dining hall, food, track and field, campus girls in hood. You had your fear early, though not wise. Found divinity in the devil's disguise. So do you think, are you sure it's really good for you? It's really true. It's really the best for you. And for the fourth stanza, it's more on, it's stated here, you can start work with the famous 6-figure. So it's more on the intoxication on the rise. 6 figures, power, fame, everything, fortune, gambling, everything that equates to a successful life. I will repeat, equates to a successful life, but then it also push you to the edge. You start work with the famous 6-figure, trembling on the high-rise ledge, a classic burnout. So it also push you to the ledge, depression, peer pressure, envy, everything, every negativity in life. You thought that fame, luxury life will be the answer to your infinite happiness, but it's not. But it's up to you, how will you interpret it, or how will you give value on it. And for the last line, the ivy is clingy, yet symbol of eternal life. Your life's worth is much more than a career and strife. So strife, it's more argument, it's more on negative. That's the meaning of that. So that's the synonym. For that last line, so at the end of the day, so after all the hoopla, applause, and accolades have settled down, so the adrenaline rush is already turned down. All the applauses, all the victory, the acknowledgement, the rewards, all of it have settled down. You're still on your own. Sincerity is important. Compassion, kindness, and true love. So, it is still a wonderful feeling to crawl in bed and be with the one you love and the one who loves you back. Smelly feet and all of the things. After all the learnings on how to be civilized individual, you're still on your own. Your life is more precious than anything else. So for the last part, your life's worth is much more than a career and strife. So at the end of the day, your life is more important than anything else, than any material things or superficial things, anything in this world, except the gift of life that God gives you. So it is the most precious thing, the diamond thing in this world. So for all the bookworms out there, if you love this kind of poem or this poison ivy poem in the book of Borderless Excerpts by Indrajit Dasgupta, I know, if I'm not mistaken, he's an Indian. So this coming October 2019, the book launch. If you love this kind of medium or genre, you can grab yours before it's too late, and you can choose from the 10 poems that you can relate to. So for now, this end up my book review for the Borderless Excerpts. And if you want a copy of it, grab yours on October 2019. That will be the book launch of it. And for now, I want to say goodbye and have a great day. Bye!